Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Jesus in Mind podcast. I'm super excited that you guys are here. And today we're going to be talking about stress, panicking, panic attacks, all of the above. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. And I'm sorry if you relate to it, but I hope that I can help you through my experiences and just through other things that I've learned with my relationship with God and with the world. So yeah, let's get on and get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to Jesus in Mind podcast. Okay, starting off with something I wrote a couple years ago or maybe a year ago, I can't remember. So some of it might be kind of old, but I did write this when I fully felt it and I still relate to most of it. So I am one that you can always count on to be the first one stressed. So I can't tell you how to get rid of it, but I can tell you how to cope. Coping can be just as hard as dealing, but it gets easier to a point where something that stresses you out will become comfortable. Something that stressed me out so much was basketball, and now I feel comfortable and focused when I show up for a game. A lot of it can be the people that you're around, but when people that are helpful aren't around you, you can also learn to cope on your own. So, first of all, I have not gotten rid of my stress, but I've lessened it so much since I wrote this and since before even that. And this is coming from a person that used to have panic attacks like regularly. And I don't know, I still don't know if people knew that I had panic attacks, but it was mostly like it was always when I was going to bed. Something about going to bed, I was thinking about everything that I had to do, everything that I've done wrong throughout the day, everything I've done wrong in my whole life. Something about going to bed, being in a room by myself in the dark just got my mind going and it I panicked. And I can tell you that I have not had a panic attack in a really long time actually, but I've found ways to cope with it, but I can't tell you that stress is just going to automatically go away. Because stress is something, God didn't give us stress, but it's something that a lot of people have, and some more severe than others. But God didn't give us stress, the devil gave us stress. And so, stress is a way that the devil is getting to us. And I can tell you that you're not going to ever get the devil to go away by getting closer to God because the devil is actually scared of people that are close to God. So he attacks us more. So I am going to tell you ways to cope with your stress, but I also can't promise you that it's going to go away, but I can promise you that it gets better. And this is coming from a person, like I said, that used to have panic attacks. I promise it does get better. Okay, so going on to furthermore of what I have written, once again, still a year ago. So, one of my favorite ways to cope on my own is writing it down. When I'm stressed and I write it down in my journal or on my notes on my phone, it makes me feel a lot better. I know it sounds a little bit silly, but it has helped me so much. And I think that everyone can be different, but these are just some things that I recommend trying. So, I writing it down is something that I had actually learned like a couple years ago. I heard someone else talking about writing it down, and I honestly can say that I have never like it was so helpful. It was like talking to someone, which like praying, talking to God, just spilling my guts out to him. Sometimes that's what I need to do. Sometimes it's writing it down like if I'm upset or something, I'll get a journal and just write down all my feelings. And it's so helpful because after that, I can read it back and be like, that wasn't even that big of a deal. At the time, it feels like it's crushing me and soul crushing. It's the end of the world. But then later, I look back and I read it and I'm like, what was I thinking? That wasn't even that big of a deal. I'm going to give you some tips that I have, and I'm going to kind of explain how I do it, what I do, so on. So, the first tip I have is journaling. So, like I said before, this is one of my favorites. I think that everyone needs someone to talk to. And if you're someone to talk to is not a human, which I never talked to a person about my anxiety or panic attacks or anything other than like I had a friend that she had anxiety and we talked about it, but I never like went into depth of how I dealt with it or anything like that with any human being, I guess you could say. I always talk to God about it. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but I do think at some point you need to tell someone or you need to talk it out. So in my opinion, journaling was like my way of talking it out with someone. I just spilled out my guts with no one like arguing with me, no one telling me my feelings didn't matter. I just told God how it was, how I felt. And then the weight of that feeling just releases from you when you tell someone. Even if it's not fixed, if your problem isn't over, it still releases something from you and helps you. So journaling is one of my favorites. The next is writing. So like writing random things or writing your feelings in a book or like poetry can be really helpful for some people. I have never done poetry and I'm not good at it. But if it is something that you think like connects with you or like you can like write your feelings out, write down some poetry, write down some lyrics. It doesn't matter if you can sing them or not. Like just write it down. Write down your feelings or just in general just like write a story. Like you could do a creative writing over like your feelings but make it something else and make it magical, you know? Like you can do whatever, just writing something, like getting your mind kind of off of it, but also like getting through it, if that makes sense. And then the next is drawing or art. I really enjoy kind of like getting my mind off of things and just like listening to worship music while I draw or paint or whatever. I'm not great at it, but I still enjoy doing it. Or like drawing something, drawing the way that you feel. Some people are really good at that. I'm not very good at that, but some people can like just draw like what in their mind, like what they feel like. And like try it. Like I don't care if you're good at drawing or not, but just draw, color, paint random dots on a canvas. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It just matters if it makes you feel better. And then the next one is talking to someone. I know that these are kind of like if you don't have anyone to talk to type of deal, but I still believe that everyone needs someone to talk to and it's totally worth talking to someone. So, like I said, I was never one to talk to someone, but when I did talk to my friend that also was kind of related to, it helped us both so much. Being able to talk about our feelings and just feel that kind of like, huh, it's not just on me now type of deal. I definitely believe that you can talk to someone. Talk to your mom, talk to a family member, talk to a friend, talk to a boyfriend, talk to a therapist, talk to a teacher. Anyone around you that you just feel comfortable with or you simply just want to cry to. Talk to them. I promise it'll make you feel better. And obviously talk to God because he's number one. Nextly is breathing. This goes more along with like the panic attack side of it, but I definitely think that like if you're just really stressed and like you get that, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, get that like feeling in my heart where I'm like I can't breathe. Just breathe. Like take a deep breath. That helps so much. And or like I learned one while I was trying to sleep is like some people do it very differently. So the way I did it was breathe in for 5 seconds, hold it for 12 seconds, and breathe out for 10. So that's kind of like that was my way of doing it. And I also kind of count fast. Like probably isn't a full 12 seconds, but just like pretty much breathe in for a shorter amount of time, hold it for the longest amount of time, and then breathe out for less than you held it, but longer than you breathed in. I don't know. That's how I see it, and that's how I always did it, and it helped. It did, but I do think that that's a really good way. It kind of gets your mind off of whatever you're worried about too. It gets you focused on breathing instead. So, and then the next one is praying. Praying to God is going to be so helpful and it can help with so many different things. God can help you through any struggle and anything that you're going through and he can like it can just help you to feel like you're talking to someone, but also God can help with anything and God can get you through anything. He is God. God, there's not a thing in the world that God cannot help you with. Lastly, I have reading reading books, reading the Bible, anything like that. I really enjoy reading like I have one right here. Devotional books. I love Sadie Robertson, so if you haven't read all her books, go read them all because I read them all and I love them and they've helped me so much. She actually has one called Live Fearless, and that one, love it so much. So if you are struggling with stress, go read Live Fearless. But then like the Bible, I don't think people realize how much the Bible, like people, you can relate to people in the Bible. So, like, just read the Bible. I promise it's also just reading the Bible. I mean, that's going to help you with so many things in life. And it can help you with stress. And it can help you to just get your mind off of whatever you're thinking about and read the Bible and learn new things. Things that stress you out will become easy. And I promise that to you. I promise you that the things that stress you out right now are going to eventually become easy. Things that felt like the end of the world are going to one day, you're going to look back at them and be like, that wasn't that big of a deal. And I promise you that everything's going to be okay. You're not alone in this. And I promise, just trust me, it's going to be okay. Okay, so starting off with this part of what I do personally that has helped me, like other than that stuff I also do, but like when I'm in the moment of like panicking, some things I do. First of all, I want to read these things that I have saved that I like to read sometimes when I'm stressed. So, dear problem, remember this: my God is way bigger than you. So, no matter how daunting you may seem, I have faith that His strength will carry me through. With His love and guidance, I am empowered to face any challenge with unwavering determination. In Jesus' name, amen. So I really, really liked that. Like, hey, problem, you don't matter to me. My God is way bigger than you. You cannot tear me down. I just really like that one. And then the other one is just don't stress tonight. Let God take it from you and rest. So I just like that one because it's like simple. It's like just give it to God, take a deep breath, give your problems to God, tell Him your problems, and rest. Take a deep breath and just rest. So, some of the things I do is breathe. Like I said earlier, I do the like 5 seconds in, hold for 12, out for 10. That really helps me. And if I focus on it for a while, I normally can like calm myself down. And then I did learn a new one the other day, actually, pressure points, which some people will probably know that. Like people will tap on their collarbone or right here under their eyes. What's the other one? Oh, like I think if you like, that might sound really loud in the thing, but like tap here. I don't know. It's a thing. Okay. I'm not a doctor, but I do really like that. Like I like the collarbones. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think that's like helpful because you focus on that and not the problem. But pray. I like to literally like if I'm getting stressed, I'll literally say it out loud. God's got me. God has me. The devil has nothing on me, and God's got me. So I really like to say that, and sometimes I just think, say it out loud, get it out, like just say it. So then, the other one is literally just relax. Like I will literally get in a position and force myself to relax and stay there and not move, because like I'll have the urge to like get up, do something out of my bed instead of just laying there. But like get in a position, stare at a corner on the wall, and don't move. And it's literally helped me. Those are my things, and I hope that this can help you guys. And I pray that your pain and your stress will go away. And I pray that it'll be lifted off your shoulders and that you'll learn to give it to God. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And then my TikTok and Instagram, both under Jesus in Mind 00. I post on TikTok daily. So yeah, definitely go check that out. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.